Welcome to Space Matrix. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. In the Philippines, a new American-funded airfield is rising, a clear sign of renewed U.S. military presence in a region fraught with tension. This isn't just about construction, it's a strategic move in the contest for influence in the South China Sea. Under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, the U.S. can build and pre-position assets at select Philippine bases. The deeper purpose is clear: to signal America's commitment to its allies and its intent to remain a Pacific power. The upgraded runway is a tangible investment, reflecting shifting security priorities. The project marks a new chapter in U.S.-Philippine cooperation, as the world watches and wonders what comes next. Basa Air Base, Luzon is strategically located, just 150 miles from Scarborough Shoal. It positions U.S. and Philippine air power near a regional flashpoint. The base hosts large American aircraft for rapid deployment. Officially, it's for joint training and disaster response, but it's a forward site reducing reliance on distant bases. For the Philippines, it's a leap in military capability. U.S. investment boosts local expertise and facilities. Surveillance from Basa sharpens views of Chinese activities. It's about shifting the balance in contested space. For Manila, it's vital for modernizing and defending sovereignty. The base is a sign: the Philippines is not alone. The timing of this airfield is no accident. It's the latest move in America's long-term pivot to Asia. With China's rise and growing assertiveness, Washington is determined to reinforce its alliances and military presence in the Pacific. The Philippines, after a period of distance, is now actively strengthening ties with the U.S. amid rising tensions with China. Manila's approval of new U.S. access to bases signals a clear alignment with Washington. Globally, the war in Ukraine has shown the risks of relying on a few large bases. The Pentagon now favors a dispersed, resilient posture. The new Philippine sites fit this strategy, making it harder for adversaries to target U.S. forces. This network of bases reassures allies and deters aggression, showing America's security commitments are more than words. The message: the U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty is backed by real resources and boots on the ground. In a region wary of China's intentions, this is meant to boost confidence and raise the cost of any potential aggression. The stakes for peace and deterrence have never been higher. China's response to the new airfield was swift, accusing the U.S. of stoking Cold War tensions and destabilizing the region. Beijing sees the upgraded Basa Air Base as a direct threat, putting American air power within striking distance of Chinese outposts and even the mainland. The airfield complicates China's military planning and undermines its buffer zone strategy. Economically, the South China Sea is China's lifeline. Any U.S. presence that could threaten shipping routes is a major concern. Beijing fears the base could become a choke point in a crisis, giving Washington leverage over China's trade and energy flows. In response, China is likely to increase military patrols and further militarize its own outposts. Economic and diplomatic pressure on the Philippines may also intensify as Beijing tries to sway public opinion and policy. China's reaction is both genuine security concern and strategic posturing. The message: China won't be intimidated and will defend its interests regardless of new U.S. facilities. The risk of escalation in the South China Sea just got higher. The U.S.-Philippines relationship is long and complicated, rooted in colonial history, war, and a 1951 mutual defense treaty. For decades, the Philippines hosted major U.S. bases, but nationalist sentiment led to their closure in the 1990s. Security threats and China's assertiveness have since drawn the allies back together, with new agreements allowing a rotational U.S. presence. This cycle of presence, absence, and return shows a resilient but ever-evolving alliance. Meanwhile, China and the Philippines were once close economic partners, with strong trade and investment ties. But the South China Sea dispute changed everything. China's sweeping claims and island building have fueled mistrust and tension. The 2012 Scarborough Shoal standoff and a 2016 International Tribunal ruling in Manila's favor deepened the rift. Now, the Philippines is caught between its treaty ally and its powerful neighbor. The new airfield is the latest chapter in this ongoing balancing act. Manila must navigate between security with the U.S. and economic ties with China. The stakes: sovereignty, prosperity, and peace. The choices made now will echo for generations. In the Philippines, opinions on the new airfield are sharply divided. Some, like shopkeeper Maria Santos, feel safer with the Americans nearby, seeing them as a deterrent to Chinese aggression and a source of local jobs. Others, like student activist Ben Ramos, Fear the country is becoming a target, caught between superpowers and risking war on home soil. Nationalists warn that the U.S. presence undermines independence and could drag the Philippines into a conflict not of its making. Security experts see the move as pragmatic, leveraging the U.S. alliance to deter aggression and stabilize the region. Dr. Richard Haidarian calls it a calculated recalibration, deterrence, not provocation. But risks remain. More military hardware in a contested area raises the chance of accidents or miscalculation. A single incident, like a collision between U.S. and Chinese aircraft, could spiral out of control. Experts urge clear communication to manage these new risks. The new airfield raises the stakes for everyone. For Filipinos, the debate is about sovereignty, security, and the price of partnership. The future remains uncertain. The new airfield could reshape Asia's security landscape. Supporters say it strengthens deterrence, reassures allies, and upholds freedom of navigation. It encourages regional cooperation and signals that aggression will be met with collective resistance. The hope? A stable balance of power that keeps the peace. But the risks are real. China will likely respond with more militarization, fueling an arms race and raising the danger of conflict. The Philippines now sits on the front line of US-China rivalry. The future hangs in the balance. Will this new alliance deter war or become a tripwire for disaster? As construction continues, hopes for stability and fears of conflict are built into every foundation. The world watches, hoping diplomacy prevails over confrontation. The next chapter in Asia's story is being written at Basa Air Base.